Better at Chess Nation. What is going on, people? What's going on, everybody? Today's day 7. So we are finishing up the mating series of the puzzle of my 30-day daily puzzle challenge this week. So we're finishing up the mating week, I should say. Checkmating week. And then we're going to switch it up with something else. So, yeah, no, today's a good day. I got my blue and gold shirt on, representing the North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. Aggie pride all day, every day. Aggie pride. Yeah, I do one time. All right, so yes. So let's go ahead and get started with the puzzles. Oh, whoops, let's go back. All right. So, again, today we're going to do mating in 1, 2, and 3. Alright, let's get started. What we got here? So, see this. Take, and then I do that. So, let's start there. No, that's not it. Oh, no, of course it's not it, because I can just do that, and that's checkmate. It's mating 2. Better than that. Alright, let's do another one. Okay, so I didn't even explain that last one. Okay, so with this one, so black had their queen right here, but that was the only, that was a secondary defender of this square right here, this G7 square. And that's because this knight right here is attacking this square, and this queen is attacking this square. Two people. And, two pieces are attacking the square, and since this queen moved, the only defender is the king, which means this is checkmate. Alright, let's keep it going. Okay, what do I see here? Okay, so I see a checkmate, so the king is over here on the edge of the board. So we know, let's look at where the king can't go. Can't go here, and can't go anywhere here. So, and this square right here. So the king, the shield in front of the king means the king can only go vertical. So, we do that. The king keeps going down that vertical. Now, let's reevaluate where the king is. Okay, so that's blocking the king, this is blocking the king. These pawns are blocking the square. So again, that shield, which means the king can only go vertical, which means we need to find a piece that can attack the king vertically. In this case, is this rook right here, comes here, delivers checkmate. Alright, let's keep it going. Okay, so this one. Okay, so you see this queen here. This queen is protecting this square. Now this knight that was here decided to move here to block the check with the rook. Now, this is a back rank checkmate. And here's how it works. This rook is going to take this king, right? The king has to take it. The king can't go here. And it can't stay on this vertical because it's in check. So it has to take that. But this queen comes down here and it's controlling that vertical. And it's cutting off any diagonals right there. So, that's check. Now this queen comes in here, delivers mate. So this queen is attacking this vertical and this diagonal. The king has no place to go safely. This is a checkmate. Let's keep it going. Okay. So this one is also a back rank checkmate. So the way this one is going to happen, this queen right here is going to come right there. And then the king is in check. And the only thing that's going to stop the checks is moving a rook there and moving this rook there. Now, white, if they wanted to just stall to save time, they can just move this rook right there. But seeing as though it doesn't matter if they move this rook right here or they move both rooks, once this rook right here is taken, it's going to be a checkmate. So king goes there. Okay, again, they played the move because they can. Do they have to? No, because again, the game is a seal from this point. Queen takes that rook. This rook comes down to block the check. Queen takes that rook. This is a checkmate. Let's keep it going. have here? Okay, so this is what I see. I see that, excuse me, see bringing that king over here. So we bring the queen over here, and then the king, of course, takes that pawn, and then we jump in front of the in front of the king. The king moves in front here, and then we deliver the checkmate by putting the queen right here. So let's do that one over. So the king moved down there. We jump here. The king has no other place to go. They can't go down, so they have to take this pawn that was unprotected. The queen comes in front of the king. The king, again, has nowhere else to go. They can't go here. Or can they go there? They could have went to this square instead of this square, but the result is still the same because this queen comes here, and this queen is protecting these diagonals and this horizontal, as well as this vertical, or diagonal. So, in that case, the king had nowhere to go. That's checkmate. Alright, let's do another one. Okay. So this is an interesting one. So, when you have a rook eyeing down the same file that the king is on, and you have a piece in front of that rook, or, you know, whether it was a rook or a queen, the squares around, you know, any of the, say, for instance, like this square, actually, this square and this square is safe for this knight to move to because this rook is here, and this pawn can't take from either one because it would be putting the king in check. So I would think we move there, and the reason we move there is because we want black to move to this side, right? And even though black, or I'm sorry, no. The reason we put the knight here is because we want white to move to this side, and we want this open file here to be available. Had we moved the knight from here to here, the king still would have had to move, but this file would have been closed off to us. So we won't be able to deliver checkmate with the rook. Like right, like that. So, okay. Okay, I'm sure most of everybody who's watching this already saw this one. So this is a back rank checkmate. You look at where the king is. The king, you know, can't go anywhere because of the pawns in front. It can only go on, I'm sorry, it can only go on these two squares right here. So, and both of them just happen to be on a horizontal, and there's no piece around to stop a check by the rook. So this is actually going to be a checkmate. Alright, let's do a couple more. Let's see, what do I see here? I would move that pawn up and then eventually move that there. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe you do start off with this. Yeah, you start off with that. The king has to go this way, and then you deliver checkmate with that bishop. So the king won't be able to go there, there. Yeah, so that's what it is. Check. Checkmate. Oh, I'm sorry, that I did not see that queen there. But that's checkmate. So let's recap. So we have this queen sitting in the corner right here. So we want to take advantage of this open file. See, looking where the king is, you look at all the squares around the king. This is open. Actually, that's open. This is off limits. This is off limits. This is off limits. That's off limits. That's off limits. That's off limits. So these are all the squares the king can't go to. Now the king doesn't want to move backwards, because if it does, this bishop can come here, and this move will be called a skewer, where the king will have to move out the way, going here, and black just took just got white's queen. So of course white is going to move the opposite way, in this direction instead of going in that direction. So we delivered a check. The king is coming this way. We deliver another check. Now that queen comes from the back rank to here. Now it's blocking the check, but the bishop, you know, the rook is also lined up on the same file as the queen. So now this bishop can come here, safely to put the king in check. Alrighty. Okay. So I don't know what you would call this. This is essentially a smothered mate. I would think this is like a smothered mate. So the way this works is, this queen right here is eyeing down that diagonal, which means this rook right here can't move. So the queen, so if this rook wanted to come here, this rook right here couldn't just take it. Okay, so this rook is pinned to the king because this queen is right here. If the rook moves, the king is going to be in check, and you can't put yourself in check. So this rook is not going anywhere. Excuse me. So this pawn right here is protecting the king, but it's a weakness. So what would happen is you would take the pawn, and the king will be in check. And since the king is in check and can't move vertically, it has two options. He can either take the rook or he can go to this square. But if he goes to this square right here, that's checkmate. So we take that pawn. The king move forward. Right? So if we move this queen here, this queen is eyeing down that vertical, that diagonal. The king has nowhere to go. So this would be a nice little smothered mate. Okay. Okay, and this one is this one's pretty simple as well. So looking at white's king, so we have this knight here. This knight is attacking that square and is protecting that square. Controlling that square, I should say. Not protecting. It's only protecting that square when it's your piece that could possibly go to that square or so forth. It's more so controlling that square, which means white can't go to it if it wanted to. So, black has this rook lined up on the same file as white's king. So, and this knight right here is attacking that square, which means this rook has protection here. So this is checkmate. So now, these were the squares the king could go to once this rook took that pawn. All these squares are off limits. I mean, this square and this square were already off limits because of the knight. This square was open, but with the rook here, now this square is off limits. Checkmate. Alright, let's get a couple more going here. Alright, so what's happening in this one is, okay, so this queen is eyeing down this diagonal that the king is on, which means this rook cannot move, otherwise it'll be putting the king in check. So your rook can safely go to here, putting the king in check. What's going to happen is this rook that just moved from the D8 or E8 is going to come, to E1 is going to come all the way back, only for you to take it again. So, check. That rook has to come back because there's no other defender to protect the king from check. This is checkmate. In the back rank. Alright. Let's do one more. Okay, so here's what we have here. So this queen is controlling that square, controlling this diagonal, and controlling this horizontal, as well as this diagonal. It has some power on this diagonal. But these are all the places the queen could go. Now, whether it's smart to go to the those places is up to the player. Whatever plan you develop, and so on and so forth. So, but what we need to pay attention to is this, like, these squares right here, black's king cannot go to. So we need to figure out how can we get a attack on black's king. And we have a dark squared bishop, which can go here, attacking the king. If the king can't block that attack, which it'll move this rook down, that queen does that. That queen will take that rook, and it's a checkmate. So, check. Okay, or the rook decided to go there. It really doesn't matter. If the rook would have went there, it would have been a check with the there. But it decided to move over one, so we're just gonna do the same thing, and that's checkmate. So that is what I have for you guys today. This is day 7 of the checkmating puzzle series. So I haven't decided what I'm gonna do for the next week yet, but I'm gonna look at some of the comments, any comments that were left on the videos, and I will decide what I think will be a, or I'm not going to decide, I'm going to look through the comments and see what the comments say, and we'll go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first week. There's more to come, and yeah, so if you like this, you know, if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, comment below, tell me what you liked and didn't like about this. Share the video if you know somebody who likes chess would want to see this. And if you're a new subscriber here, please smack the subscribe button so you can get more daily content, more chess content, more videos, just more. Okay, just subscribe so you can get more. But other than that, you guys take care, and I will see you in the next one. Later.